You're playing with us, Peter. You're doing it, Peter. Look, you're doing it. See?
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Diablo 4. The big one has officially dropped. Patch 103 is now live, and everything that was promised during the campfire chat is now in game. Now we're going to go through some of these patch notes, and what I'm going to do is actually take you to the game and show you what I am most excited about. All right, and these are pretty long, detailed patch notes. That being said, the bug fixes right here at the beginning. As you know, I normally do not read bug fixes because it's boring and it's just super long. But that being said, obviously this being a newly released game, there is tons of bugs and Blizzard Entertainment is working on them. I will show you them all right now. Look at this. All of that. Those are all the bugs that have been taken care of. A decent little list. I'm sure there's some stuff in there that's important, but that's not what we care about. What we care about is right here. This is the meat and potatoes of 103. Gameplay adjustments, experience rewards, significantly increase the experience awarded for completing nightmare dungeons. This is how it should be because it's the hardest content. Significantly increase the experience gained from killing monsters in nightmare dungeons. This is how it should be because it's the hardest content. Helltide chests now provide substantially more bonus experience when opened. Great. Significantly increased rewarded experience from completing individual whispers across the board. Now you will notice that the first 4 bullet points, actually the first 5 bullet points, they're all focused around experience. Good. Maybe it'll be easier to level. Fixed an issue where no experience was awarded for completing the holdout style event that occur after finishing a dungeon objective. First ones are awesome. General, the Helltide roaming bosses will now more consistently drop higher quality loot. This is great because we can now fairly easily, when I mean like it's not a challenge, but this boss has tons of life. Sometimes it's harder to kill this boss than the freaking world boss. So now the rewards are going to be adjusted. Players can now teleport to their nightmare dungeons directly through the map. Weekly bonus caches from world bosses no longer have a level requirement after opening. Developers note, we are currently working on increasing the monster and elite density for endgame content and plan to introduce the change early in season 1. So again, not only are you getting better loot, not only are you getting more experience inside of these dungeons, not only can you teleport there, you are also going to have more monsters to fight, which is just further going to push the expansion, which is great. Balance changes we're going to get into for a second. Now, I have to just visually show you, even though I read it, my favorite part of this update. All right, everybody, we are logged into D4, and I just cannot stress this enough. What a huge improvement. Or I guess another way to say it is just what a terrible initial design, okay? Normally, when you open a nightmare dungeon, you use your sigil. It pops up on the map, and then you would, okay, let me mark it, and then I'll take this waypoint, and then I will run there. Which this one actually isn't terrible because there's a waypoint fairly close. Well, now you can hit tab on the map, and you can click on it and accept. And you can fast travel to your dungeon. Absolutely huge. I love this so much, and the ability to daisy chain after you finish one, truly game-changing. Now, I think it's important to give credit when credit is due, and at the Fireside Chat stream, Blizzard talked about the buffs are coming, and there's not a single nerf. Okay, let me reiterate this. Barbarian, Druid, Necromancer, Rogue, and Sorcerer, there's no nerfs. They are all buffs. So likely whatever skills you are using or aspects you are using, there's got to be at least one upgrade, if not multiple, to your build. So when you look at Barbarian, all of these buffed, no nerfs. You look at Druid, my favorite, all buffs. And by the way, just quick little plug, my first Icy Veins build, Poison Shredder, is up on there now in its written version. And Shred got a big buff, so we're going to make some modifications to the build. And Blurred Beast got a big buff. which means that build is only going to get stronger. It is linked in the description. On top of that, second build coming out will be focused around Claw, which also got a buff. So that is very, very exciting. Necromancer, and believe it or not, your minions can now target cursed enemies. Minions will now always engage targets with a cast curse. So it's kind of a workaround for being able to finally control somewhat what your minions are attacking. Rogue, which is obviously kind of the strongest class in the game right now. Buffs, and then Source, the most used class in the game. Also lots of buffs. So all in all, very, very happy about this. Listen to the community, gave us the buffs that we wanted, gave us the quality of lives that we wanted, and I think this is a great patch. But there is still so much more they can do. As far as my list of quality of life, I still want a map overlay. I still want added stash space. I also want the ability to search my stash. I also want the little towns to have all the different NPCs so I don't have to go to city centers. And there's lots of stuff I'm looking for, but those are some of the main ones. So still a lot of work to do. But again, give credit where credit is due. I'm very happy with 103. I want to know your thoughts. Are you happy with this patch? Did your build get buffed to the moon? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. Hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I deserve it. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 85 members that have signed up. Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content at the first link in the description. And you can see my studio tour that just went up. I get asked all the time, what's the best way to support? Patreon is the best way. And coming this Friday, June 30th, I will be live with Mike on the official Last Epoch game Twitch. Should be a lot of fun. We'll be celebrating Dev Chat 100. I have covered their streams 100 times, or I guess 99 times. This will be 100. So I'll be joining Mike live. Should be a lot of fun. That is coming this Friday the 30th. All right, that's all I've got. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.